Well, it's taken me a week to kind of decompress my football mind. I've been in hockey mode. Well, pretty much ever since the season started, but I've really been in hockey mode ever since the game ended. And I've long gotten over Sunday, and I've long gotten over Sunday, but it's taken me this long to get the gumption to talk about this on video. That I don't know. I mean, I'm used to seeing Aaron Rodgers have flawless performances, only for the people around him to screw him over. Usually the people messing up Aaron's great games are the defense. It wasn't the defense this time, because even though the defense gave up big plays like they usually do, our defense actually intercepted Brady 3 times and kept him in it. The person who screwed up Aaron Rodgers' game was the person we didn't expect. It was the coach. It was Matt LaFleur. And I was literally, why are you kicking it? Why? Just why? It's fourth and goal. You're down by 8. You need a touchdown and 2-pointer. You have the greatest quarterback in this league today, the modern day Joe Montana, on your team, and you send Crosby to kick the field goal. And I'm wondering, what is he doing? And even then I thought, well, maybe we're going to onside kick it. We didn't even do that. And I just can't believe it. And ever since that game ended, this has been playing in my head.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
That's the famous Tyra GIF/meme that is displayed on social media when someone who we thought was pretty good and would do right things fucks up in a grand scale. We celebrated like crazy on December 2018 when we gave Mike McCarthy the boot. We did. Because McCarthy was a big fat screw up. He was. He made dumb calls, and he would take the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands when you need him to win. And he kept doing stupid things because he figured, well, I got Rodgers, he'll bail me out. And when the Packers fired him, we partied. And when Matt LaFleur was hired, and when it went 13-3, we got beat by the Niners, but still we saw good things. This is the guy. He's gonna save us from the ignorance and stupidity that McCarthy hovered over our heads for years. And then that happens. Even McCarthy isn't that stupid. Even Mike McCarthy isn't that stupid to send the field goal unit when it's fourth and goal and you have the greatest quarterback in this league today who can easily throw a touchdown pass blindfolded. So yeah, the person we all thought was this savior coach that was going to be the complete opposite of McCarthy ends up making McCarthy look like Mike Tomlin. So because of Matt LaFuck-up, that's why I've been calling him on Twitter. Because of Matt LaFuck-up, Rodgers is again robbed of a Super Bowl appearance, despite the fact that Rodgers was literally the only player in a Packers uniform who actually did things right and didn't make any stupid mistakes. Oh boy. Is this Rodgers' last chance to go to Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Yes, he's 37. He's going to be 38 in December. But this is not his last chance to go to Super Bowl. However, is he ever going to have this good of an opportunity again? That's the question. Because we worked our asses off to get that number 1 seed. It was the one thing. He only had it once. He didn't even get to the championship. And he got there this time. He got the home field and the fuck up coughed it up. He did. I don't know, but things have been happening on the Packers franchise ever since that loss. We did fire Mike Pettin, our now former defensive coordinator, so we're celebrating again. Yeah, he's been part of the problem for a while. So basically whoever we get as our new DC, he can't be any worse than that bald idiot. And as for Matt LaFuck up, I have some advice. As long as Aaron Rodgers is on your team, you are to do just two things. Number one, shut the fuck up. And number two, listen to Aaron Rodgers. And we'll all be fine. Anyway, now that and because of this, Brady is in the Super Bowl. This was not supposed to happen, but it did. He went to the Rio conference, and he won it. In his first try, too. He didn't need the second year. He did it. He did it. He went through Lambeau. And now he's in the Super Bowl for the 10th time. So, yeah. Brady can handle the NFC. But if you think I'm going to call him the GOAT, you must be nuts. I'm too factual, I'm too level-headed, and most importantly, I'm too unbiased to ever say that Brady's the GOAT when there's too many quarterbacks better than him, our boy included. And speaking of quarterbacks that are better than him, Patrick Mahomes. He's back in the Super Bowl. Great game between Kansas City and Buffalo. Buffalo, what can I say? They were just outmatched every way, shape, and form. Josh Allen's pretty much on the top of my fantasy wish list. Yes, I do have one for next season, even though the Super Bowl hasn't arrived yet. I always plan ahead. Now that I'm doing fantasy sports, I always plan ahead, see who I'm going to draft. And Josh Allen is pretty much on my list as far as quarterbacks. Because the guy's, he's amazing. I knew he was good. I didn't think he was be this dynamic, but he's just amazing as hell. He's going to be the one that rules the AFC East now for years to come. And he's young, so he's got plenty of time. But yeah, the Chiefs, they're back. The defending champs are back. This is the first time that defending champs have returned to the Super Bowl in the following year since the Patriots themselves did it when they went to Super Bowl 50. I was about to say the wrong information. I was about to say Seattle, but it was New England who last did it. New England won Super Bowl 51, went to Super Bowl 52. That's when Philly beat them, but they went back and won Super Bowl 53. But yeah, Seattle did do it before them. Seattle won Super Bowl 48, went to Super Bowl 49, and that's when Russell Wilson screwed up as usual. And that's another thing about that. I don't want to hear any Seahawks fans crying about Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's decision being the worst in the latest postseason history. Because number one, it wasn't Pete Carroll who did an interception, and number two, taking the ball out of Rodgers' hands is very stupid. So yeah, that beats that. So Seahawks fans, get over it and blame the right person for once. But yeah. So Kansas City, they're back in it. And it's Kansas City and Tampa Bay, and here's more crow I'm eating. I swear, it's a miracle I don't have indigestion. I still remember when Kansas City and Tampa Bay played each other. In Tampa Bay. On CBS, Kansas City won that game. And Tony Romo said, we're going to see these two teams in Tampa Bay in February. I immediately thought, my first thought was Romo needs to stay off the weed. Well, here it is. Super Bowl's a week away, and these same two teams are playing each other. And lost in all this is it's finally happened. A team is playing a Super Bowl in their home stadium. That has never happened in the history of the Super Bowl. It's never happened. There have been a couple of close calls, but there have been a few close calls, and usually the team that gets a chance to play at home usually has a bad season. I've seen it a lot, but yeah, Tampa Bay gets to play in front of their home stadium. And there's another caveat in the Super Bowl. People in Pittsburgh aren't going to like it. It's Le'Veon versus AB. That had a lot of people talking on Twitter. Le'Veon and AB are facing each other. Well, not facing because they both play on offense, but they are on opposite sides of this year's Super Bowl, while the Steelers are licking their wounds after Cleveland decimated them. Oh boy. Whoever thought that would happen, huh? I guess 2020 hasn't ended yet. but but yeah, and one of these two is gonna get a ring. So, oh boy, may God help the NFL society if Tampa wins, because that means ring number 7 for Brady. That means Antonio Brown's gonna have one, and biased Brady sycophants will never shut up. People are already saying Mahomes will be the GOAT if he beats Brady. No, he won't. He'll be the GOAT if he beats the actual GOAT, who's in Lambeau. Plain and simple. And hopefully that'll be next year's Super Bowl, because we'll have a new DC. And Matt LaFleur will, as to quote a future WWE Hall of Famer, he'll know his role and shut his mouth. So yeah. In all, I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl. I do love the Super Bowl. Doesn't matter who's in it, though. And I say this, you know, I'm a diehard Puckhead. That's my Twitter. That's my YouTube name. It's not hard for me to admit the Super Bowl is pretty much the grand all be all. It's that one great day in the sports calendar. Though, because of the pandemic, there's not going to be a lot of pomp and circumstance. There's gonna be some fans there, but I'm wondering how they're gonna do the halftime shows. It'll probably be virtual. They'll figure it out somehow, and I think there won't be Super Bowl ads this year. But it's a small price to pay to watch the big game actually play in this atmosphere. So that's my recap of the conference championships. The NFC one, even though the outcome was bad for us, it was close. It was close. But yeah, I'm just football wise, I'm obviously looking to next year. But as far as me, the sports fan, I've got the Avalanche going. I've got my hockey mentality on full blast. And speaking of hockey, I will give a recap of this season. Let me stop. I'll give a recap on everything that's happened in January for hockey and where things stand right now. I know it's a bit early, but it's a short season. I plan on doing a month by month recap. So with that I say I'll be back on YouTube shortly, probably around later in the evening after all the hockey's over. And of course, I'll recap the Super Bowl, and let's hope Mahomes retreats. The NFL world needs this. Repeats, I mean. I said let's hope Mahomes repeats, because the NFL really needs this right now. We can't have Brady win another one. We just can't. So with that, I say, enjoy the Super Bowl. I know I will.